Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Yahawah Ban Yasharala of the Lions Den Camp, here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm the Yahawah Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala here in Jacksonville, Florida. Today I'll be coming out a lesson. This lesson is the Lord rules. Yahawah rules in the kingdom of men. It is the Most High who allows these things to happen and to go the way that they are going. When the Most High setteth up a supposed president or a king or emperor or some kind of overseer, it is the Most High who did it. It is the Most High who put that person up there. But without further ado, let's get right into it. This is Job chapter 36. I'm going to just start right at verse 6. It says, He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right unto the poor. See, the Lord does not preserve the life of the wicked. He doesn't allow wickedness to I would say he won't allow wickedness to go on forever. But Salakia for that, had to move the camera real quick, but this is back at Job chapter 36 verse 6. It says he preserveth he preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right unto the poor. See, the Lord he doesn't allow this wickedness to continue on forever and ever and ever and ever. Everything has its time, everything has its place, according to Ecclesiastes. And he's saying Esau, the Most High ain't gonna allow what's been going on, this wickedness that's been going on upon the four corners of the earth to continue. So he does not preserve the life of the wicked. He may set them up against the day of destruction, because that's their judgment because of the works that they committed while they were here. But he giveth right unto the poor. He giveth right unto who? His people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites, the Most High's chosen people, because we are in a poor state. You know, you might have some people that are rich, some of us that are rich, but they sold their soul. They sold out to get those riches. So it don't really profit them anything. But he don't preserve the life of the wicked. I mean, he's not going to let Esau continue to rule and to go on forever, unchecked. But he giveth right unto the poor. So he gives us the right to turn back to him. You know, he gives the humble the right to have the understanding, the wisdom, his knowledge. He gives the right unto the right of salvation unto the poor, I should say, which are our people, because we are in a poor condition right now. Verse 7, it says, He draweth not his eyes from the righteous. So the Lord don't never ever draw his eyes away from the righteous. He never ever turns his face away from those that are righteous, those that are upright, that are walking according to his laws, his statutes and commandments. Just like in Job, when the Lord allowed Satan to strike Job and to take everything from him, Job still worshipped and gave honor and praise to the Yahawah Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And through this time, the Lord's eyes were continually upon Job. And Job was a righteous man. But let's continue. It says, He draweth not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne. Yea, he doth establish them forever, and they are exalted. So when it comes down to kings, it is the Lord who put them on the throne. It is the Lord who will establish them. If the Lord wants them to rule for a certain amount of time, that's what's going to happen. And after that time is over, the Lord's going to take them down. Because why? Because the Most High is in power. The Lord, he rules this. Man don't rule nothing. We don't rule anything. We never ever have. But let's continue. It says, and if he be, verse 8, Salakia. It says, and if he be bound in fetters and holden with the cords of affliction, then he showeth them their work and their transgressions that they have exceeded. So if this king or this one of leadership be put in cords of affliction, then that's when he'll show them, or show this king and or kings, the works of their hands. You know, he'll show them that their transgressions that they have done in his sight. Verse 10 says, He openeth also their ear to discipline, and commandeth that they return from iniquity. So the Lord will open your ears unto discipline that you know what I'm saying, Salakia. He'll open your ears that you, I'm going too fast, my brain moving too quick, but anyway, let's continue. It says, he openeth also their ears unto discipline. Like when the Most High takes and puts you in a lower state, you may have done something, or it may be just a test. But most of the times, if it's we'll say if being put in a lower state, the Lord will show you things. He'll show you what you were doing to get you in that lower state. He'll show you your transgressions. He'll show you your works. And in that, he'll open your ears to discipline so that you can turn from iniquity. And he does this same thing with kings. Like, what is Nebuchadnezzar? When he had him walking around on all fours, like a wild beast in the field. And it wasn't until he recognized what he did that he was able to return to his kingdom. But by this time, it was a whole various things had happened before then. But let's continue. And it says, verse 11, it says, and if they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure. So once the Lord takes a king or anybody in an authoritative state or position of power, and they choose to obey him, they will spend their days in prosperity and their years in pleasure when you obey Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushua. When you don't obey, the Lord is going to what? You're going to be bound in fetters, and you're going to be holded with the cause of your affliction. And in that, the Lord is going to show you what you did. Show you your transgressions that you have exceeded, that you have, show you your works that you have done within his eyes. And in that, he will show you, he will also open your ears unto discipline, meaning he'll teach you a lesson. You'll learn a lesson. You'll learn something from the lower state that you're in. And the same thing happens to these kings that the Lord sets up and takes down. But it's verse 12 says, but if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword. They shall die without knowledge. So it says, but if these obey not, just take Esau for instance. He doesn't obey Yahawah B'Hashem Yahushua, so guess what's going to happen? He's going to perish by the same blessing that he was given, which is the sword. And he's going to die without knowledge. He's going to die without knowing the atrocities that was committed. Let's go to Psalm 75. This is Psalms chapter 75, verse 7. It says, but Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. So see, the Most High is the judge. He set one up, and then he take down somebody. He'll put somebody up in power. He'll take them down. He'll put somebody else in power. He'll take them down. It is the Most High who is the judge. He's take down one, and he set it up another. Like he taking Esau down. Now that he's taking down Esau, guess what? He's going to set up Jacob. He's going to set us up, the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so that we will be in the state of rulership, and when we rule, we're going to rule in righteousness. Esau is ruling in wickedness right now. So the Lord's going to take Esau down. Why? Because the Most High is the judge. So let's jump to Daniel real quick. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This is the matter. So like this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So guess what? That's how you know the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, because he'll give the kingdom to whomever he please, or whoever he please, whoever he will, and he setteth up over it the basis of men. Right now we're being ruled over by the basis of men. A base man, a low thinking, low vibrational individual, which is Esau. This is how you know that the Lord rules. He put Esau in that position. Esau didn't put himself in that position. Let's continue. Psalms 49. verse 11. It says, their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name. So Esau's inward thoughts is that he's gonna continue forever, and his dwelling places to all generations. Esau running around here calling lands after his own name. Like take Asia, that was named after Asiaticus. That was the Edomite. Take America, Amerigo Vespucci. The Philippines, King Philip. And so on and so on. Because why? Because Esau thinks that his house and his generations are going to continue forever and ever and ever. And that's just not true. The Lord just said, as a matter of fact, let's go back to Job real quick so you can see what the Most High said. Again, this is Job chapter 36, verse 6. He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor. So the Lord don't preserve the life of the wicked. And Esau, he is of the wicked. And his inward thoughts is that his houses are going to continue forever. And he's going to rule from generation to generation to generation. And he's going to pass down all this stolen wealth that he has accumulated. And he's going around conquering things and taking over and calling lands after his own name. Well, he failed to realize that the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men, according to Daniel. He failed to realize that it's the Lord that's the judge that setteth up one and putteth down another, according to Psalm 75 and 7. The Lord do these things. That's why it says the Lord rules. It's the Most High who got say so. There we go, verse 12. It says, nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. So if you have a man in a position of power and or honor, and he doesn't abide in that honor, he just like the beasts of the field that die on an everyday basis. I'm going to jump down to verse 14. It says, like sheep they are laid in the grave. Death shall feed on them. And the upright shall have dominion over them in the morning, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. So like sheep, Esau is laid to the grave, like these kings that the Lord has set up that have been wicked over the years. They're like sheep that are laid in the grave. They're like animals that die, and death shall feed on them, worms. Meaning the body decomposes, break down, but it says death shall feed on them. Meaning they're no longer going to be in power. But it says, and the upright shall have dominion over them. The upright is going to have dominion over the wicked. The Lord is going to put his children that he set up, that he called unto himself, and he's going to set us up in the power, and we're going to rule. We're going to have dominion over them in the morning. See, right now we're in the night. This is the darkness. This is the night. But when Yahawah comes, it's going to be the morning. And it says we shall have rule or dominion over them in the morning. So we're going to rule this world, this kingdom with Yahawah. We're going to reign with him, and we're going to reign and rule in righteousness. And it says, and their beauty shall consume in the grave from their dwelling. So all these things that Esau has set up, they're going to consume away in the grave, meaning that Esau is going to get destroyed. The Lord's going to take him down. Just like the Lord put him in power, the Lord going to take him out of power. Last point. Sirach chapter 40, verse 16. It says, the weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before all the grass. And Esau is a weed. And he is on every bank and every river around the four corners of the earth. So guess what? He's going to be pulled up before all the grass. The grass represents Israel. Of course, a vast majority of our people are going to get destroyed, but they will not be utterly destroyed because the Lord has saved a remnant, that cluster of grape, for himself. But the weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before all the grass. So it's over. The Lord rules in the kingdom of men. And the Lord puts up who he wants to put up, and he takes down who he wants to take down. Letting the kingdom of man know that Yahawah is the one that rules. And with that, shalom.